Thanks, guy. Hey, howdy, hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I don't know why you're back, but as Grammy Evan used to say, never question a good thing. She also said questionable things that would ruin my career if I repeated them, so I'll just quote the one thing from her. Anyways, we're all here back from spring break here in the jolly old Studio A, and the energy here is electrifying. Yeah. For my break, I jetted off to the mystic land of Ireland, and I saw the Cliffs of Moher, the Aran Islands, and the Guinness Storehouse. Such a rich history was shown to me, and I can't help but share the #1 takeaway I got from such an amazing experience. Do you want to know? Why, of course you want to know. Let me tell you. Europeans don't like urinal dividers in the men's room. Just kind of a long trough for you to wee-wee in. What a rich culture. Well, we've got a great show for you tonight with a big, never-before-done-on-this-show treat. I got fan mail from actual fans. Who'd have thought I, of all the hosts of Studio A, would be the first and only one to get fan mail? Not my family, friends, loved ones, pets. I got fan mail. Let's just leave it at that. So stick around. It's going to be fun. What's up, Ev Gang? It's panel time. Today we have Tom Tricoli and Lena Tornisi. Guys, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank
you so much, yeah.
Now, our first topic for this episode is focused on the 2005 DreamWorks classic, Madagascar. My question for both of you is, if you could wake up as any character from that famous franchise tomorrow, who would it be and why?
Okay, I'm going first on this one.
Go ahead.
Okay, I have very strong opinions about this.
Yeah.
Because I love Mort.
Oh.
Is so cute. He's so lovable, and like I get he has like an obsession with King Julian and like his feet, but it's whatever. He's so cute and squishy, and I don't know. I just feel like he's a fan favorite, and he's kind of underrated because he's not like a main character or whatever. But I don't know. He's just cute, and I like him.
That's a good pick. I'm going to cheat a little. I saw you were looking up Madagascar characters.
I was not.
You looked up Moto Moto.
I was looking up description.
You looked up Moto Moto.
Oh,
I didn't know.
Expose.
That made me realize that Moto Moto is a great pick.
It is a great pick.
That's what I would be. Yeah.
I was torn between the two. I was reading up on them.
I think about how many
cheating.
hours someone at DreamWorks had to work on his like jiggle physics in his tits for maybe 2 weeks.
I love it.
No,
I mean, they did an excellent job.
I'm telling you, he's a great pick. Like he's strong, you know.
He's strong. He gets all the ladies' attention.
Exactly.
He's a beautiful hippo. Like, why would I want to be Moto Moto? That's my pick.
Yeah. I don't know.
My pick is more of an obscure one.
Okay.
I would like to wake up as that French cop from the third one. So one who could like quickly just move across the ground like a spider, even though she had like the stockiest body you could ever imagine. And then her tongue would like extend maybe like 3 feet to lick the ground. Like, who wouldn't want to wake up as that? Like a French lady with a stocky body as a spider? Like, that's awesome, right?
Yes. I guess that's pretty cool.
She didn't even have thighs. She was one of those characters who just had like the pencil-thin legs. And then like, yeah.
Wait, what did you say? It was a zebra?
No, it was a French lady. I mean,
a lady.
Like an actual woman.
I'm not saying, like a human woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She was scary.
She was pretty scary. I mean, Alex the Lion was all scared. But there's another good pick in there from that same movie, Bryan Cranston's Finger Tiger. And I'm going to call him the Finger Tiger because I don't know what his name is. But his thing was like, I'm going to fly into this thing and I'm going to stick my finger in this, like through the hole, like he's flying through it.
Oh my God.
But that's actually what happened in the movie. This isn't a bit.
This doesn't sound appropriate.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was Bryan Cranston. Walter White himself, or whatever the dad's name from Malcolm in the Middle. He was Finger Tiger. Hal, what's it? Hal. I'm gonna go with Hal. It's Hal.
Jesse, I'm gonna fly through this ring.
Jesse, I'm gonna stick my finger in this hole as a tiger, Jesse. Jesse.
Oh my God. Don't die now. You're on camera.
Yeah, those are both great picks.
These are great picks.
Yeah.
But now there's another. Oh fuck. We're out of time. I'm sorry, guys. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to Bi-Weekly Update, where we bring you the news that really... Can we just reset the teleprompter like wasn't moving? Like at all.
The news that really...
It really does. Hello and welcome to Bi-Weekly Update.
Nope, it's not filming.
Oh. I thought we were just resetting. I'm giving away the plot. Hello and welcome to Bi-Weekly Update, where we bring you the news that really matters. I'm Brielle.
And I'm Jean.
And as you can see this week, we switched jokes.
That's right, this is the first time either of us are reading these.
Alternative band I Don't Know How But They Found Me are in hot water after allegations came out against the drummer for the first time ever in the history of alternative bands, though the allegations were of identity theft and not being a predator. Fans everywhere were saddened and then immediately relieved that the worst thing their former favorite band member did was credit card fraud and not being creepy with a child.
A crime wave recently took Moscow and parts of Ukraine by storm after a gang of Muslim-hating Hunter x Hunter fans coordinated dozens of small-scale battles in various malls across both regions. Talk about having the power of God and anime on your side. The gang, which is made up of over 2,500 people, has become a bizarre problem and is even believed to be a form of Russian war propaganda by some, which inadvertently means that there's a chance Vladimir Putin is not only a huge weeb, but also a massive fucking virgin.
Now it's time for everyone's least favorite part of the show, checking up on what the hell Andrew Tate has been tweeting from prison recently. Based on some of the latest tweets, he started to hallucinate and believe that there are ghosts talking to him. Sure, when he does it, tons of supporters thinks it's cool. But when I try to tell people about what the voices make me do, all of a sudden, I'm the weird one, and I need help. The voices say you're wrong. You're wrong.
A drug-resistant and potentially deadly fungus has recently been discovered, spreading through the U.S. The fungus is extremely contagious and sticks to surfaces with ease, surviving even the most improbable conditions. This is either the end of the world or a genius marketing campaign for The Last of Us. It's not all bad, though. Imagine how easy it would be to shut down a furry convention. All you'd have to do is cough on like one fursuit and then the entire thing would become a scene from The Walking Dead. After they're all weak and infected, I will be king of the furries and they will be submissive to me. Rawr!
After the failure of the Silicon Valley Bank, a bunch of financial bullshittery occurred that I'm not even going to attempt to understand. And mostly, this whole story is to announce that I will now be selling my kidneys on the black market. Interested buyers should contact me at jeanskidneyfund69@darkweb.com.
The Biden administration announced a plan to crack down on the exploitation of migrant child labor across the country. Who's gonna paint my house now?
Starbucks vanilla frappuccino drinks are being recalled after some have been found to contain glass. If they can recall those just for having glass in them, let's just say I have to be a lot more careful about the Halloween candy I give out to neighborhood kids, especially if their parents are cops.
President Biden has made it clear that he's never watched a Downy soap commercial in his entire life after approving the controversial Willow Project. The massive scale of oil drilling operation will have the same amount of carbon emissions as 1.7 million new gas-powered cars being put on the road annually. If you're having a hard time imagining that number, here's another way to think about it. Imagine 10,000 Otises from Barnyard that all exclusively eat Taco Bell.
A few days ago, President Biden issued an ultimatum to Chinese investors of TikTok that they would either have to sell their shares of the company or face a ban of the app in the US. This would cause millions of teens across the country to go outside for once, stumbling around, aimlessly doing dances and asking to double it and give it to the next person. Hopefully they'll apply the doubling trend to the economy and end inflation so I can get out of the crippling amounts of debt I'm in.
A hepatitis A outbreak plagued Washington last week. The cause? Frozen Costco strawberries. The brand got recalled very quickly, so it's not like you can, but I hope that you weren't planning on eating an entire 4-pound bag of them like I did, because now I have to have a big needle jammed into me, and I hate needles almost as much as I hate having hepatitis.
That's all the time we have for tonight, and if you haven't figured it out, I'm actually Jean.
And I'm Brielle. Good night.
Welcome back. We have another topic of discussion for today, and I ask our guests and all of you at home, we know the cast of characters on Shark Tank, but my question is, who's the freakiest? Who gets down with the clown the most in that little tank they have? Tom, what's your take?
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna start by eliminating some people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
Knock
think
those guys out. Knock
think
those kinky bastards out.
Mark Cuban and Lori Grenier are so boring.
Really? You
that
think
they
they'd
could
be vanilla? You think
Okay,
they'd be
strong
vanilla?
They could
opinion.
be freaky.
Okay.
So we could just put them aside. They're done.
All right.
I'm kind of focusing in on that Mr. Wonderful guy, Kevin
Ooh,
O'Leary.
right.
He gives me like the impression that he would publicly denounce certain things and then do the opposite of it.
Yeah.
I could see him being a little odd in the bed, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
What about you, Lena?
Alrighty, I'm gonna go out on a whim here. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, I guess, I don't know more recent Shark Tank, but they got A-Rod on there now. Okay? They got A-Rod. Alright? Considering what he did in the MLB with all of those steroids he pumped, I'm telling
He's
you.
pumping something else.
And he was with J-Lo, freaking J-Lo. Okay, he's gotta be freaky. Like, there's no way that J-Lo would take him, like, and
Yep.
not be like a little bit, cuckoo.
Now,
like I'm telling you.
before I give my pick, I'd just like
Okay.
to kind of bounce off of what Tom said. I totally agree that Mark Cuban would be the most vanilla person because he seems like that one guy you'd meet who'd be like, I'm such a freak in bed, like you love it. And then his kinkiest thing is like doggy style, where it's
He's
like, come
probably
on,
like,
man.
I'm
Yeah.
not like other guys.
I'm not like the other guys. I dribble a
I'm
ball.
different, trust me.
I dribble a ball. But my pick for the kinkiest shark that's ever been on Shark Tank,
Ever?
the dusty one, Barbara Corcoran. Oh, she would be
I
the
love Barbara.
freakiest. Because you know why? You know what I think she'd be into? I think she'd be strapped up.
Yeah. Do you think she would be
I mean,
wearing a
hey.
strap with another member of the Shark Tank? Do you think her and
Oh, a double tag team.
Double
do you
tag
think someone
team.
else in there might be involved?
It could be a whole tank of sharks.
I think that specifically she'd wear the strap, but then she'd be like the one like making the other person doing all the work. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What kind of
Yeah.
dominance is that?
That's like the cool, like that's like Jafar from Aladdin, kind of. Like he would.
I think I'm gonna watch Aladdin. I don't remember.
Let me elaborate on that. Jafar was the kind of villain who would like tell you to do something, but then he'd like watch you do it.
Yeah, he stood there for most of it.
Like,
It's-
like you
except
would
for
go
the
get that
end.
lamp.
In the end,
Go get that lamp, and then he just sits
no,
there.
but he stood. He like turned into a snake at the end though, so like that was pretty big.
You could argue that's kind of
Big?
freaky.
Oh!
That's pretty freaky.
Jafar was the kinkiest shark on Shark Tank. We finally cracked the code, guys. Holy crap. Oh my God, man. Well, that's all the time we have today for this peer-reviewed discussion. I'd like to thank Tom and Lena for coming in for the panel. Yeah, just don't say thank you. Good night, everybody. Hey everybody, we've decided to do a little something different with the show for this episode. Rather than our typical interview, I'm going to be instead reading real, actual fan mail sent to me, your host. Let's get into it. First letter. Oh, this one's written like a poem. I'm going to open you up and eat your appendix, then use your small intestine as a straw to suck up your blood. I will then take your brain and cook it with a light glaze over low heat. Your bones will be carved and used as utensils. Your heat will be sauteed, your fingers will be shish kebabbed, your toes will be fried, your liver will be soaked in wine, then basted, your stomach will be cooked in clay, your eyes will be poached and served with bacon. Yours truly, an admirer. Someone watches a little too much Hannibal. Next fan mail. Whoops. Let's see what this one says. Maybe I'll get cooked in play. Dear inferior Denome, you're the first on the list. We are hungry. You shut down the cannibal idea, we shut down you. You're first on the menu. I hope you see a form of cutlery and have night terrors for the rest of your life. Bon appetit. I'm sensing a theme. I wonder what this one's going to be. You know the rule of threes, right? Dear Evan, They have struck the South Tower. Sincerely, a shocked American. Well, if they hit the South Tower and I'm still standing, there's one plane left. Next letter. Man, my fans are crazy. Dearest Evan, question. Do people mistake you for a rat when you're on the street? I mean, I wouldn't see why not with that beard. Your biggest fan, Lena. Aw, isn't that short? Next letter. Let's see what this is. Dear Evan, you're gay, and then some. I am gay, but I'm not some. This is a really thick piece of paper. How many trees did this kill? Evan, if I had $1 for every time I laughed at one of your jokes, I still wouldn't be able to afford a penny. Eli, that's the vice president talking right there, so you know it's good. Let's see what this one is. Oh, it looks a little longer. Oh, MLA citation. This is from the Berry and Small Insect Gatherer. It's titled A Troubled Forager. I had no idea you were the host because MCTV hasn't aired a single episode since Tyler McGuigan was in charge, so good for you, I guess. That being said, I have a really bad rash that's been spreading at an alarming rate across my lower back and nether region. Someone met the wither. It showed up when I was foraging for berries and small insects last Tuesday in a small grove near the New York-Pennsylvania border. I think it's poison sumac, but I'm not sure. Please help me. Warmest regards, the Berry and Small Insect Gatherer. Well, Berry and Small Insect Gatherer, I have one piece of advice to say to you. I really don't care about your nether region. But you should probably get that checked. Next fan. Boy, do I love my fans. Oh, look, it's from Eli. Again. Evan, directions. Hold can upright. Pull trigger back. Spray the air in a sweeping motion throughout the room. These are instructions on the Febreze in the bathroom. Please let me know what part doesn't make sense to you. Eli. In all honesty, I thought he was telling me how to shoot myself. Next one. Wants me to spray my brains instead of the Febreze. That's for me to say to my reflection. Next letter. Dear Evan, I hope this letter finds you well. How formal. I'm writing you to inform you that your humor is that kind of medieval peasant dying of the bubonic plague. Watching you on this show is akin to watching a baboon in captivity scratch its ass and fling poo everywhere. Sometimes after watching you, I go to the bathroom and throw up for about an hour and a half. I would rather watch a starving orphan beg for scraps than watch you try and be funny for 10 minutes. You look like a pedophile that was rejected from the list of registered sex offenders because you look like someone trying too hard to be one. If I saw you walking down the street, I would cross the street, hold my breath, and avoid contact. The way you dress makes you look like a homeless person that murdered a film student, stole their clothes, and is now trying to blend into normal society. Sincerely, your loving brother, Nathan Denome. Well, Nathan, I'll answer a few of your points in here. I don't try and be funny for 10 minutes, it's 20. I do like watching orphans beg for scraps, it's pretty funny. And you look like the Gerber baby. Now that's on camera and strapped forever. Let's see what this one is. I'm starting to think I should not be as proud as my fans as I thought I should be. Oh, would you believe this? The rule of 3 comes back. It's Eli again. Evan, if I pulled out a hair for every unfunny joke you told, I could make a rope long enough to hang myself by June. Eli. Well, Eli, in that case, I hope you end up like Caillou. Where's the last letter? What's this say? Oh, this one's addressed to me. We just got a letter. I'm gonna kill myself. I wasn't joking. Oh, boys and girls, we got a special one. This is from the MCTV president. To my dearest Evan, fuck you. Sincerely, Robert DeFelice, MCTV president. If I had a 10-gallon jug of whiskey, I'd drink it all right now and then take 20 sleeping pills. But I don't have that, so I'll just say goodnight. Wasn't that something, folks? I mean, we have such fun tonight. We learned about the Madagascar animals, what Mark Cuban probably likes in bed, and I mean, just some A1 sauce material. And I gotta say that your fan mail really touched me tonight, folks. Not so much in the Miracle on 34th Street kind of way, but in the I'm at summer camp and the counselors have gone to bed, let's play truth or dare kind of way. So good night and stay hydrated, everybody.